Today we go way back to the far-off year of 1985. Masters of the Universe was in full force. Thundercats is coming on the scene, and my parents are a year into wondering if they made a mistake or not. Today we are going to take a look at, you might have guessed, my favorite Masters of the Universe figure of all time, STINKOR. STINKOR first appeared in the Masters of the Universe toy line in 1985, packaged with the mini-comic titled The Stench of Evil. He is a reuse of parts and nothing is original on this character. He is a reuse of the merman body and head, the mecha neck armor, and he reuses a shield that came packaged in Castle Grayskull. As you might have noticed, he is a skunk, and as such, he has a pungent aroma as he is packed with patchouli oil in the plastic itself. STINKOR was presented to Lou Scheimer of Filmation for inclusion in the She-Ra Princess of Power cartoon as a member of the Evil Horde. However, his questionable superpower of projecting his stench to his foes was read as a walking fart joke, and they vowed to never use him in any cartoon episodes. He would, however, finally get his due and make an appearance in the 2002 cartoon series. So here's my favorite smelly action figure of all time, my favorite skunk action figure of all time. I'm sure I could keep going, but like I said, he is just a reuse of Merman's body and head. He just happens to be painted up like a skunk. And then this is Mechaneck's armor that's cast in orange with some red accents, and then he's got a shield, and this came with a weapons assortment that came with the vintage Castle Grayskull. So he is basically the poster child for what Motu did. They took existing parts, they slapped them together, they gave him a different coat of paint, and in some cases like this, they infused him with patchouli oil and he smells like nostalgia to me. And that really is why I think I have such a fondness for this figure. He's a good figure, he's a cool concept, and he looks cool. He definitely looks menacing, but it's that smell. Something about this smell really does it for me, and you know, despite the fact that he has no weapons, he only has a shield, I still think he is just the coolest. I love his armor. I love the way he looks. He still has, just like most Motu figures, he's got the battle swing action there. He's got rotating arms. He's got swiveling legs that are banded together. So at this stage in the game, maybe be careful with him. And then they've got rotating heads. So it's an 80s figure. They don't have tons of articulation. But at the same time, it's that classic Masters of the Universe look. It's that classic Masters feel. And even though I didn't have a complete STINKOR as a kid, obviously if you've seen my recent toy haul video, you know that I just got a complete one, this one, very recently. But this has been a mainstay of my toy collection, and I still have and will always have my original vintage STINKOR close at hand whenever I need him. He did, however, become something greater. We do have a more modern counterpart, and I figure it's worth showing here. We do have a modern counterpart of STINKOR in the Classics line. Just like the Merman figure, he's a repaint type figure, reuse of parts figure, so same kind of Mechaneck armor, the same deal. He just has some new sculpt, bigger figure, new paint apps, modern articulation. So this is one of my favorite Motu Classics figures, but this will always be my absolute favorite Masters of the Universe figure. So there you have it, guys. That is the vintage classic Masters of the Universe STINKOR figure in all of his limited 80s articulation and stinky glory. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and that whole deal. And until next time.